The West African nation of Niger is one of the world's poorest nations. Located in the Sahel region of Africa, Niger has experienced at least about 4 coups since independence from France in 1960. Early on the 26th of July, elite troops from the Presidential Guard took President Mohamed Bazoum captive. The mutinous soldiers announced a coup overnight, suspending all national institutions and also closed off the country's border. President Bazoum, who's still in captivity, remains defiant and has vowed to protect the hard-won democratic gains. African and international organizations, as well as Niger's Western allies, have fiercely condemned the military takeover. So what really is happening in Niger? Our next poll gets you all the details.
The landlocked Niger in the Sahel region is considered one of the most unstable countries in the world. Since its independence from France in 1960, it has been convulsed by 4 coups, besides numerous other attempts, including 2 previously against President Mohamed Bazoum. 63-year-old Bazoum is among a handful of pro-Western leaders in the Sahel region, where a rampaging jihadist insurgency has fueled coups against elected presidents in Mali and Burkina Faso. On Wednesday morning, disgruntled members belonging to the elite Presidential Guard took President Bazoum captive, sealing off access to the president's residence and offices. As the news spread, Bazoum supporters tried to approach the official complex, but were dispersed by the Presidential Guard, firing warning shots. Late Wednesday night, the coup leaders appeared on TV, announcing that they had seized power in a coup. All institutions were suspended, the borders closed, and a nighttime curfew was imposed.
All the institutions of the 7th Republic have been suspended. The Secretaries General of the ministries will take care of day-to-day business. The defense and security forces are managing the situation, and all external partners are asked not to interfere. Land and air borders are closed until the situation stabilizes. A nationwide curfew is in effect from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. until further notice.
Niger Foreign Minister initially claimed that the whole of the army was not involved in the coup, but Niger's army command declared its support for the coup the very next day. Supporters of the coup, numbering in hundreds, gathered in front of the National Assembly in the capital, Niamey. They played pro-army music, some waved Russian flags and chanted anti-French slogans, echoing a growing wave of resentment toward former colonial power France. At Bazoum's party office, vehicles and buildings were set ablaze and property looted by young men. United States, while condemning the unconstitutional change and extending support, called for an immediate release of the detained president.
We are very closely monitoring the situation and developments in Niger. I spoke with President Bazoum earlier this morning and made clear that the United States resolutely supports him as the democratically elected president of Niger. We call for his immediate release. We condemn any effort to seize power by force. We're actively engaged with the Niger government, but also with partners in the region and around the world. Will continue to do so until the situation is resolved appropriately and peacefully.
A nation of 22 million people, Niger is 2/3 desert and languishes at the bottom of the UN's Human Development Index, widely considered a benchmark of prosperity. It is also grappling with 2 jihadist campaigns, one in the southwest, which swept in from Mali in 2015, and another in the southeast, involving jihadists from northeastern Nigeria. Consequently, hundreds of thousands have been internally displaced, stoking a humanitarian crisis and straining the economy. President Bazoum is considered a key Western ally in the fight against these Islamist jihadists. But with his detention, Niger finds itself in the throes of a rapidly deteriorating security situation.